And in today's episode of Let's Find Out, there's an old saying in digital photography that says high ISO causes noise. Is it true? How does it happen? When does it happen? Let's find out.
Action!
Well, before we start the Let's Find Out experiment, let's find out the name of our beautiful model for this episode, the lovely Shu Ting. Now, this is how we're gonna do it. Gonna take my camera. In this episode, I'm just using the Nikon D800E. Gonna go in front there. Gonna do 3 different ISOs on 3 different locations with 3 different brightness. We're gonna do an ISO of 200, 1600, and 6400. 3 different ISO, and the 3 different brightness would be very bright outdoor and very dark indoor, and medium average brightness like where Shu Ting is standing now. I'm gonna be changing the shutter speed and the aperture, but keep the ISO still. We are now outdoor. Let's do the 3 sets of ISO. It's 4 p.m. now. Very bright. ISO 200, 1600 and 6400. But let me expect the problem that we're going to have. We're going to run out of shutter speed because at 6400 ISO, even at 8000, I think the only thing we can do is change the F number. So if that happens, don't blame me. ISO 200. ISO 1600, and finally at an ISO of 6400, shutter speed of 8000, so I have to shoot now at f5.6. And finally we have a very dark location. We're going to repeat the same thing. Let's start with ISO 200. An ISO of 1600. And here we have the ISO of 6400. Conclusion: it seems there's only one parameter that causes noise. It's high ISO. I always thought that if you are in a bright location, high ISO will not give you noise. Not true. As we can see, in bright location, if your ISO is high, you still get noise. And it gets worse, of course, if the location is darker. So whenever you can, use the lowest possible ISO, regardless the brightness of the location. So, I hope you enjoy this new series called Let's Find Out. If there's any experiment that you want Shu Ting and I to find out, write to us. This is our email address. Let us do it so that you don't need to. Don't forget, visit our website, support our e-learning. We need your help to make series like this possible. Great, right? It's 4 o'clock and we're in a bright outdoor location. Yeah, whose grand idea is this? Yeah, let's find out. Our channel is starting a new series where we take photography. Good take cut. Sense to your potential customer that how cool your shoot is, the behind the scenes. A lot of photographers always post their client's picture on the website.
Action!
That can be troublesome. In the sense is that you cannot just post it without asking them. We're going to talk about terms and conditions very deeply later. Now, the best way, which I found a trick, because it's so inconvenient to go up to your customer and ask, may I show your picture on my website? And then he's going to ask you, can I see it first? Which means that you have to edit it first. Which means that you have to send it to him. Which means that, you see, it's not finished. So that's why we're going to empower your assistants to take behind the scenes. But I'm not asking you to go set up a new set and tell your crew, no, this is not in the brief. I know, trust me, I know what I'm doing. Let's be creative there. Let's set up there, and I want the bride to jump into the river, and then the husband, no. I don't mean that. I don't mean a new set. I mean that it's an existing set in your shoot brief. You shoot different angle. You change lens. I'm going to show you how you do that later in the practical. Now, booking order is where you have your quotation, which you're going to negotiate on. You write all this down in your booking order. This is how it looks like. So much better. Now he looks awkward because he's so much taller than me. So how do you solve this problem, guys? Right. Then this, when that happened, you still got your comfortable side. Lucky shot, you go like, huh. See that? More stylish, isn't it? Okay, good. Let's do it the other way around. Let's finish this pose. So you do pop, 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 take your 5 to 8 shots. Done. Okay, what do you want to do now? Let's pose the man now. Pang's group just made a beautiful pose for the bride and groom. What we're going to learn to do now is how to add on flash. At f11 is always full power because you got an umbrella on it. An umbrella cuts 2 stops. If they see the reflector working, you see very bright lights coming from there. I can see it. There you go.
Look at the camera.
Okay, is this your dog?
Yes.
You're not getting her back. No, doesn't work. No work, no more. You know, one of the most important aspects of photography that you have to master is portrait photography. The first thing you learn in this series of lessons are the different genres that you have in portraits, from wedding portraitures to business portraits, or even sports portraits. You will learn the science of how to pose your subject, regardless whether they are photogenic or not. It is your job as a photographer to pose them photogenically every single time before you take that click. You learn the difference of posing man and woman. By learning the coded smiles, you can teach your subject to smile beautifully every single time. Know the difference between smiling with your eyes compared to smiling with your lips, compared to smiling with your teeth, yes, and smiling with your stomach. Are you never satisfied with your portrait croppings, making it look kind of weird? You will learn the industry standards that we have in portrait croppings, where not to crop your subject, where you should be cropping them. You also learn to categorize your subject into various facial features. Do my subjects have round faces? Are they oval? How should I light them up if the face is too thin? How do I light them up to make them look thinner? And that is why you're going to learn 6 the most classic and important light in portraiture. The Rembrandt light, the reverse Rembrandt light, the open loop light, the closed loop light, the butterfly lighting, the clamshell lighting, and many more. So quickly, join us in this series of lessons called Portrait Photography and immediately make everyone look stunning in your picture.